Good afternoon. I'm Bianna Golodryga in New York. In a move that further solidifies the White House's stance on gay marriage and LGBTQ civil liberties, President Obama is calling for an end to what's known as gay and transgender conversion therapies. One man who has been a loud voice for ending conversion therapy is James Guay. James is now a Los Angeles-based therapist who works with LGBTQ people coming back from homophobic backgrounds, and he's joining us live from Los Angeles. James, thank you so much for talking with me. I must imagine President Obama officially condemning the use of conversion therapy is a monumental step in the right direction for your cause.
Absolutely. I was amazed and very pleased to hear this news.
And as a psychologist yourself now, can you talk about some of the misnomers and stereotypes that were developed throughout this process?
As a licensed marriage and family therapist, they promote stereotypes and myths about what it's like to be LGBTQ, that we can't, for whatever reason, be healthy and happy and live fulfilling lives, which just is not true. All these stereotypes are used to try and convince clients that they really do need to change, and if they don't, they're not going to be happy about it.
A lot of these patients at conversion therapy come from religious families as well. Do you blame religion for creating this situation?
Well, there is responsibility with some people's misinterpretation of religious texts as it relates to LGBTQ people. So most, if not all, people who are desiring to change their sexual orientation or gender identity do have some religious motivation. And most of the providers that provide this treatment also are of a religious affiliation. But I also think it's important to recognize that there are plenty of welcoming and affirming churches and synagogues, and that there are plenty of people in the religious community that welcome, support, and appreciate the value that LGBTQ people bring to society at large.
And this really highlights the evolution, as I mentioned in the intro, of President Obama's views on homosexuality, whether you date back to 2008, where he didn't believe in gay marriage. Now he does. We saw the fight in Indiana about the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. Do you think that sexuality and religion are going to be two of the big issues that are going to come up in the 2016 presidential election? And does that surprise you?
One of the things I'd like to convey is that even, Republicans are in support of banning this conversion therapy in many different states because it's just so obviously harmful and fraudulent. And
do you always label it as homophobia? If some people, especially different generations that are just not accustomed to this, do you respect their need to slowly take it all in, or to not, right out of the gate say, oh, I understand what's going on?
Well, I think it's important to come back to what's essential for all of us, that we all want to love and be loved. And so there's a process with understanding that same-sex attraction and gender diversity is part of the rainbow of our lived experiences. It's not true for everyone, but it's true for sexual and gender minorities. And to become a more loving and caring society, we need to respect all members of our society.
I want to end this interview by getting your thoughts on what Valerie Jarrett had posted on the WhiteHouse.gov, in addition to the statement that we read at the top. Tonight, somewhere in America, a young person, let's say a young man, will struggle to fall to sleep, wrestling alone with a secret he's held as long as he can remember. Soon, perhaps, he will decide it's time to let that secret out. What happens next depends on him, his family, as well as his friends and teachers and his community. But it also depends on us, on the kind of society we engender and the kind of future we build.
I just got chills. It's a beautiful statement of appreciating all of our genuine ways of being, and the more authentic we can be in the world, the better society we are. So we need to support LGBTQ youth and adults and protect them from fraudulent and damaging practices like conversion therapy.
Really open the line of communication as well within families across the country. James, I really want to thank you for your time and your personal story and sharing it with us.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank all of you for watching. Stay with Yahoo for more on this and other stories.